Okay, I'm off. Thank you so very much. Can we get back? Thank you. Okay, so yes, let's try and understand from the group. Okay, so maybe we'll start with your group.
Yes.
Okay, so let's try and understand purpose of presentation and why is presentation failed. All right, all yours.
So I think we'll just start with purpose, right? I think what we voted is like the first very important is objective of the presentation.
Okay.
Now, objective means is it a business objective, is it a sales objective, is it a marketing objective, or it's a technical objective?
Okay.
You know. So that is one part where the content should be very clear in terms of objective. Then secondly, we discussed is sharing information, right?
Sharing information. One of the reasons of giving a presentation is, like, for example, sharing information.
So when I say sharing information,
like,
you are talking about data points?
Yeah, presenting the quarterly data, presenting the overall progress of the group.
Okay.
And training, one of the training. Educating. To bring everyone on a common platform.
Okay. Making everybody on the same platform. Yes. Can we have? Okay. And why did the presentation fail?
Yeah.
कितने और है? Anyone make?
I'll come to you. It definitely comes to you. Thank you so much for that. Okay. Yes.
Not understanding the target audience clearly. I think
Very
that's the biggest point.
Audience. Okay.
Second, I think this could be an important factor also, kind of timing, time zone, timing, you know. We have felt like after lunch conditions are always kind of boring and
Actually, that's your observation.
Yeah, that's a pretty good observation. Like after lunch, there should be actually some activity to just heighten the.
Even a technical, financial presentation, marketing, and we are required to go ahead and contribute something or listen something. Then it should be in the morning, you know. That comfortable timing. I mean, time zone and timing.
Very strong point. So the topic based on the typing makes a lot of difference. Okay.
I think
At one point we are like this, as Indians, like many people I noticed, I also like speak, when we speak English, we speak too fast because we never think in English. Our thinking goes in our native language, and we want to finish as soon as possible. So that's one point, like I observed.
Strong point. So the pace is very fast and our thinking is in our own linguistic language.
Yeah.
Huh? Okay, thank you so very much. Something else do we have from your group?
I think we also have this one point, which is the effectiveness of the presentation.
Okay.
Like that actually correlates with your thing, what we were discussing, simplified language and content, you know.
And use of too much technical jargon.
Technical jargon and everything.
So not using jargons is very, very important. I've seen people using, I have to get the DD made from the IMC and then we will go to the PAT. From the PAT we'll try to go ahead and meet our SHRM, and from SHRM we will
Yes.
Thank you so much for that. So
And
no
people,
jargons please.
And people don't ask the full form because they think that I would sound stupid because everybody
Exactly. So
and
very
throughout the
nice.
presentation you are sitting, what does this term mean?
Yes, so when I had a wonderful word RGM, so I was like wondering what is this RGM all about. So thank you so much for clarifying it. Regional General Manager, which I've heard for the first time. I've heard of General Manager but not this Regional General Manager. Great. Okay.
I mean, we could not, we have attended so many financial positions, but we really don't understand what is the meaning of AOP. People discuss annual operating profit.
Annual operating
So we don't understand. So, but yeah, we know, okay, it's up by 30%, whatever it is.
Okay.
Exactly what is the meaning of AOP?
Meaning of it.
No, nobody dares to ask.
Yeah, nobody.
That is annual operating plan.
Plan or performance?
Plan.
That is just one example. Actually, but people
There are so
don't ask.
many, there are so many.
Like YTD is also there. YTD, we used to say YTD.
YTD, year to
D
date.
stands for what? Doesn't know.
MTD, YTD.
So
YTD
by
is there.
year to
Year
date,
total
month
is
date.
very
Now there's the QTD is also,
QTD, yeah.
also on.
EOD.
EOD,
That is end of day.
end of the day, BOD, beginning of the day. And youngsters, when they join corporate sector, this is
Yeah.
I'm aware of it, and it's no simple as CEO.
Yeah, the first day when they are writing an email and they have to write yours, the first instance will be you are.
Very nice.
Because you are used to writing you are.
Very good point. Good. Thank you so much for that. All right. So can we hear from your group?
The purpose of presentation, communication to communicate with a group of people with perfect knowledge.
Okay.
That will be there.
Mm-hmm.
To share the knowledge, the main objective of the PPT or the presentation goes that whatever the knowledge we have with the content or the delivery person should be shared with the concerned trainees or the attendees over there. Second, clarifying doubts. If the trainees or the attendees comes with a doubt or some question, the attender should be in a position to answer it, and that really suffices the need of the presentation as well as the PPT.
Very good.
To make trainees confident about the presentation content. This applies to extent where the presentation or the PPT is being called for a particular purpose. Suppose that it's a training, technical training, the concerned engineers are over there. They are trained, and after the completion of the day, when they go over to implement that, they are doing commissioning and anything very successful. And
Very
this is the
good.
first objective to achieve in terms of this purpose of presentation.
Super.
We talk about failures.
Okay.
So selection of topic is not appropriate. If the topic, if you are not selecting the topic appropriate, then that can be.
Can you just enhance and elaborate on this? Because, for an example, I tell you that tomorrow you have a presentation on customer care, or for that matter you have a technical training with your new joining. So the topic is already there. So are you trying to emphasize the topic or the subtopic within the topic?
Subtopic.
That becomes much
I have a
more.
point.
Yes.
Like if I am a technical guy and my boss asks me to give presentation on sales, so that means you are giving presentation on something which you are not aware. So that is the.
So you have seen this thing coming if you are working.
Yes,
Right?
if you see, normally sales guys give presentation on technical things, and what they do, they do the slide, they run the slide like, chalo khatam karo.
Yeah.
Good thought. Good thought. Yes.
The presentation content is not meeting the requirement.
Very good.
Third point is the important timing, as the group said, and environment is also very important. Where the PPT or the presentation is being delivered, the attendees or the trainee needs an environment to concentrate and to focus on the parts which is being delivered by the trainer. So environment plays an important role in any of the PPT or the presentation being delivered. Fourth, not using simple English or understanding language.
Yes.
The trainer or the PPT who is delivering the presentation should not use a very high profile language, everything bouncing upon the head, is using phrases of US, UK, and the concerned person who is in India is not understanding anything. That will not suffice to me.
That's one become a cross culture competence becomes very, very important. So they say there's a concept called KISS. Keep it simple, short and simple. So it's very, very important. The more you put it in a very simple language and make it crisp, clear, you find the connect of the audience is much more powerful. Good, thank you so very much. Yes, let's move to the last group.
On purpose of presentation, it could be for training, awareness, communication. It could be for an update. It could be for use for kickoffs or starting some projects, new projects.
Yes.
It could be for planning and showing a roadmap, what we are going to do, what we are going to achieve. It could be for feedback, getting the feedback from the audience and response. And it could have something to make it clear from getting an input or output and making it clear. On fallbacks, it could fallback if the audience is not right. The thing that we are addressing, the audience is not right. It could have fallback. If the presenter is not right, that they mentioned salesperson presenting the technical presentation, and if a presenter does not connect to the audience, content, time that has already been talked about, objectives are not right, a technical presentation being given to a sales people or something like that. The language used has to be specific and has to be correct with matching to the content, whatever it is. Input and output needs to be clear. What we need to achieve from the presentation.
Yeah.
If that's not clear, it could fall back. Then non-adherence to the code of conduct. We do have code of conduct for presentations.
Okay.
So that needs to be adhered.
Hmm.
Mobile phone, side talking, all those need to be clear. And a presentation should not be monotonous. There should be interactions between audience and the presenter. And it should not also be too long, too lengthy.
Absolutely.
It should be crisp and time adhering. And one more thing that it could fall back, it should be more self-explanatory, and it should answer the questions of the audience. What they have come with the expectations, it should answer that. Otherwise, it would have a fallback. That's all.
And one last point is there that if a presenter will go line by line without example, maybe this could be a fallback.
Absolutely.
Without example and video.
Maybe some kind of ways or anecdote.
Yeah.
Very good. Good thought. I like that thought process. I'm just giving you certain subject where presentation fails as helping object for your group, and for your group. Just think through for a couple of minutes within your group. Would appreciate if you can just think through for 2 minutes and try and understand. Do you feel just understand? Do you think that when person is using this element, the presentation can go fail? Somebody using authority. Do you think presentation will be failed? Or when you use wrong humor, do you think it can go haywire? Or wrong words? Just bring through reflection.
Too much.
Yes, sir. No, just talk about it. Share the presentation. We failed because of this body language.
Yes.
Yes? You've been not talking about it, that's why I gave this point to you. Attitude. Attire, posture, as well as personality. Maybe opposite. Talk about bringing up the motivation. 2 minutes. Thank you so much for that.
Yes, I think body language is most
Too much
important.
inspiration also too much of anything is like
Within the purview of incident, we are not talking about movies or something like that.
Why not? Entertainment is something very strong anywhere. Guys,
Too much of anything can go wrong.
and we need these elements.
yes.
I think
Manage your
if you can talk about that, because otherwise, if you want to make a powerful presentation, if you work on these elements, you will make it. Right?
I believe some presenters are like, I know everything. Oh, second has to do something, I know everything. I'm the best. And after presenting, they start asking the questions.
Small part, like a pinch of salt in a main dish. You will try to
Be negative.
All right, we have 2 minutes now. Thank you so much. Please get back. Thank you, group. Thank you so very much. Let's come back. Okay. Yes. American group. So can we quickly, can you take me through what is the learning that you had from these pointers which have been given to you? Yes. So, Open, maybe we can start with this group? Yeah. So, would like to hear from somebody else, because I heard Vinay was talking amazingly in the last element. So, I want to hear someone who can give and contribute to this aspect also. Yes, from the group. Thank you, Bhavna, for sharing that. Yes.
We've got 4 points, body language, attire, and attire to self-control. Body language shouldn't be like using a lot of hands, or not using hands at all, or keeping your hand in your pocket, and connecting to all the audience, whoever is there, looking into their eyes and wearing a smile would be the best part, and what I do. and your standing posture also important. So this is what body language comes into. And attitude. Sometimes I've seen people coming into the room and they just start asking questions instead of giving a presentation, or they show that they know everything, and whoever is asking a question and they will give the answer as a negative answer so that the person doesn't ask again. So that is where I believe the attitude should be right of the presenter. Attire, of course, the person who is presenting should be well dressed, not going to a fancy party, but better. And of course the presenting capabilities and the presentation should be better, so that people can understand and should be easier and more pictorial so that people connect to the presentation.
Thank you so very much. Sometimes have you seen the PPT to be too cluttered, too loud?
Yeah.
And get, oh my God, what is it, right? Thank you so much. So those 4 elements are really important for all of us to learn. Yes, we hear from this group.
Positive authority.
Me.
So, okay. Yeah. Actually, it's my mistake. My writing is.
Good one.
We have made some points, but I am not able. It is not able to.
Okay.
Nobody can be able to understand Excel.
No issue.
That's
Next time you need to understand when you do certain tasks and you give away the task to somebody, that person knows.
That is also part I need to note it and work it out in next time. Okay, fine. The first point was authority. If somebody is showing his authority in the PPT, I am standing this, DU has, you have to listen. So that is a very, that should not be the part. If you are standing as a PPT presenter, it should show your straight connectivity with the people, and you should feel comfortable that somebody there is standing in front of us.
Right.
I want to give you an example, or maybe I don't know whether it is correlated with this or not, but that's come in my mind.
Yeah, sure.
Like, just assume there is a product called X, right? And there are 1 or 2 people, authorized people, to conduct training on that product.
Okay.
If I am conducting training for that, I am the one who is authorized. I mean, I am a certified person to conduct training on X product. If I am giving presentation and just I stand in front of the people and telling them, yes, I am the one only who is authorized to authorized to conduct training on this product. So you don't have any other option. You cannot go anywhere. You have to listen. I don't know if this is related with this or not.
Very strong point. This is the kind of authority the person is saying is. I can understand. Very good point. Thank you so much.
Second point is humor. This is a very important point. If somebody is delivering a PPT and is making humor of somebody, and if somebody is asking a question or he is pointing to somebody he knows, because there are it's my own thinking कि ये पूरा एक गोल है, कहीं ना कहीं दूसरे से मुलाकात हो जाती है. We can face somebody else. So there is a possibility that if we know somebody you are trying to, he is becoming more smart, we cannot point out. Yeah. Second thing is that in our PPT or presentation, we cannot point particularly to other companies. That my product is working this and he is not like that. That's also making a rumor and can give a wrong inflect to the concerned trainees and all that.
Very good.
Secondly, third one is wrong word. So this is I think I have observed presentations in past also that if I am asking a question, then first time is okay, second time is use a certain word that all my interest is gone over there. I am not able to ask again. Even such words should not be addressed to any of the particular attendees, even on the other organization.
Strong point. Thank you so very much for sharing about from your group members. So, yes. Yeah, sure, Mohit. Rohit, I'm sorry.
We have 3 points: entertain, inspire, and motivate. First of all, too much of anything will be bad for the presentation. Too much entertainment, too much inspiration, and too much motivation. Yeah, we have to seek a balance between these elements. And entertain, being within the purview of the presentation, and bringing out some anecdotes like related incidents and trying to explain a point entertaining in that manner will be like pretty much acceptable. But it is not that talking about like a movie or something like in between the presentation, that is not acceptable. So entertain, being within the purview. And inspiration, it should also be related to the presentation. You are inspiring someone, like if you are giving a presentation on like